Hello, and welcome to Mrs. Grieser's Geometry class. Before we get started, there are some things we need to discuss.
Let's start with the supplies you're going to need for this class. You're going to need a 3-ring binder, 2 inches minimum, and some loose leaf paper inside it. You're going to put some dividers in this binder, class notes, homework, quizzes and tests, and miscellaneous or other. You also, of course, need pencils or pens. I don't care which one, just not red because that's for me. And a compass, that'll be needed for a later unit. You don't need a protractor, so if it comes with that, you don't need that. In addition to that, please bring your device. So that's new this year. So we will be issuing devices to all students. So bring that, or you can bring your own as long as it's bigger than a phone and should have a keyboard. Please make sure it's charged and ready to go every class. We do use it fairly often. And my most important supplies, tissues and pencils. We share them with the class and we always run out. Other important stuff to deal with, attendance. I need you attending class. You need to be here. It's a big deal when you're absent, but if you are, go to Google Classroom, watch the lesson video. There's notes there that you can fill out and try the homework. If you're absent on test day, be prepared to take it. When you come back, that next resource block or math class, whichever comes first, if you're absent the day before the test, you are still expected to take it on the actual test day if you're here. You'll have everything you need either in Google Classroom, and I give out study guides a day early. Now, if this is a problem, there's a valid reason why you can't take it when you get back, please contact me ahead of time. About those tests. So our summative tests are 90% of the report card grade. You have 1 class period to complete it, so no extra time unless there is a legal reason for that to happen. If you know you're going to be absent, see me ahead of time before that day to schedule that makeup. And these are 2 from the last slide. Again, absence is not an excuse with tests. I need them made up as soon as possible, and please make sure you do that. Okay, homework, ick, but it's nearly every class. I need you to practice. It's posted with answers in Google Classroom. Now, why are the answers there? They're there for you to check your work. So, make sure you're doing this properly. Also, make sure you do it. In addition to it being necessary to practice what we learned, it is a completeness grade, formative, but still a completeness grade in your grade book. Let's talk about some class rules, some more of them. So I need you prepared. So everything we just discussed about your supplies, bring everything, including that charged device and homework, every single class. Be respectful, honest, and tidy. I can't stand when I find trash inside those desks. Please use the trash can. Your cell phone should be off and in your locker. Don't bring them to class with you. When that bell rings, I will tell you when you can leave. The bell is not your cue to just get up and run out. And most importantly, if you have disturbed somebody's learning, you have broken a rule. So be appreciative of all your other classmates and be respectful. More class rules. No food, gum, or drink in the classroom. If you have capped water, that's fine, but there's a lot of allergies and I find a lot of garbage in around, so none of that. Now, calculators, mostly we're going to be using online Desmos, but I do have some calculators. If you borrow one, make sure you're using your assigned calculator number. Use classroom passes. Please don't lose them when you go to the bathroom. I have 1 boy pass and 1 girl pass. Only 1 at a time can go. Make sure you're signing in and out of the logbook. And Google Classroom, again, really important. I'll give you the join codes in class, but just to kind of repeat what I've said before, everything you need is in there. The materials, the videos of the lessons, due dates, the calendars, any other resources or information are in there. It is an absolute expectation that you're using these things, especially if you're absent. It's also a great place to look if you're having some trouble. You can rewatch a part of a lesson or some other resources to get help.
Wow, that was a lot. Listen, there's a lot going on at the beginning of the year and you're getting inundated. If you ever forget any of the information in here, you can either rewatch the video or just ask me. I am sure we're going to have an amazing year and I can't wait to get started.